There's a hole in me. It's exposed for the world to see. It's what he knows, so I did what he believes, but I can't.
Greetings, my ghouls, gangsters, and goths. This is Pandora, and you're listening to Radio Specter. Now, don't turn down that dial. This is no mere knockoff that you're listening to. Specter just simply had some other matters that required a bit more of a personal touch and left yours truly in charge of tonight's broadcast. The revolution finally seems to be picking up some steam and showing that it's got some teeth to boot. And it seems our collection of rabble needed a change of venue, and a pool party was the way to go. Surrounded by servants, fine art, culinary delights, and a dress code. All the anarchs really needed was a taste of the good life to focus their efforts. And my, what efforts they were. The council had its first meeting behind closed doors, no doubt keeping the draft out, and got to work. But sadly, where there is water and blood, there will inevitably be sharks. And it seems that a certain group who took to the high seas for a while is starting to make landfall once more. Sharks are very committed predators and rarely stop when presented with an obstacle. This particular one seems to have thought it was incredibly ferocious, until it leaked visceral and bile for most of the gathering. My, how closed doors can start all kinds of rumours. Of course, the council was not the only one making moves that night, and some of the upstarts were making grand gestures of their own. The list is very extensive, but a few notable members stand out. Let's sink our fangs into it, shall we? We all like a drink, in one way or another. So imagine the surprise when I heard our favourite barmaid was in attendance. Ophelia, on behalf of the movement from one hard-working woman to another, welcome to the party. Still, you weren't there of your own accord, were you? Your boss was there to make a statement after all. The enigmatic Mr. Reeves, after failing to make it to the big boys club, that is the council, declared his claim on Fremantle. It seems our favourite drinking home will be undergoing some interesting renovations, and I do look forward to seeing how the local wildlife will react to that news. Lazarus, my dear boy, what strides you've made in one night. Seems the suit does indeed make the man, does it not? Joint operations, clean-up duty, hunting down wizards. Such a good hound you are. As a side note, did you know Apple was not in attendance that night? I'm just asking, since you were the last one to see her. You might know more than you're letting on. Her daddy must be so worried sick after all. Mr. H, what marvellous and efficient services you provide to the movement. I do hope I never end up in your investigative sites. Things might turn a little bloody. But I will admit it was a fine little bit of work that you did for that pool party. Question though, now that you have the info, are you really not going to sell it for a high bid yourself? Like, come on, treat yourself a little. The next entry comes in the form of a pair. Hector, Dave, congratulations on making it onto the radar of Specter Network. Nice stunt that you pulled while in the field. Real attempt at the Wright brothers' first flight. Although I'm pretty sure their vehicle didn't end up upside down after its maiden voyage. Do be mindful whose backfield you crash into next time, will you? And finally, we have Zuri. Sweet, lovable, stupid Zuri. That love letter that you shared around was really something. A true ode to depravity and intent that would make even Specter roll his eyes. I think it's sweet that someone loves you, at least so much that they want to eat you up. Do heed the advice of your betters and break, as Lady Gaga would say, the bad romance. The network might need your services in future after all. Now, with the notables pointed out, Spectre left two poems for the community. The first one is for a specific attendee that had not made good on his employment contracts. It goes as follows. Your gates are strong, your towers are tall. You truly are a castle built never to fall. But when a job goes unheeded, a child is the price that might be needed. The second poem is for the wider community, and it goes as follows. Predators and prey, that is the true way. We hunt, we fight, we fuck, but alive we are not. There is something that should be noted about sheep when they are hunted. If the shepherd is present and of the inquisitive presence, then all might be lost if no security for the wolves is present. Do take careful heed to that last one. It sounds kind of important. And things are just starting to get fun after all, and I'd really love to continue my employment. Have a pleasant evening. Ciao, bitches. Pandora out.